standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jackson on first down. This complete to Lockett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And that guy just keeps getting better. And I'm talking about Tyler Lockett, who just made that nice catch there for a first down. Now in his 7th season with Seattle, last year may have been his finest yet. And even 100 catches, many of them of the spectacular variety. Paired with DK Metcalf, a heck of a dynamic duo for the Seahawks.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. It probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And some room to work. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 35-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
A big connection on that one. 33 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run for it with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Second down and goal. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Nick Folk for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of... And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 3rd down, Jackson. Into the secondary, past the 40. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now it's Jackson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. From the gun, it's Jackson. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this belongs to the Vikings. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Throwing, Cousins. Here's a diving catch right side. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Come on and get it.
And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnover
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Again, it's Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On third down, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Cousins now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And now the rookie's free. The 20.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
The Vikings on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 8. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action. Now Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins here to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And Cook has it, left side. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you put one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out.
I'm ready for more. If you fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the Army, the Navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it.